How's that? Good? All right, good. Everyone doing well? All right, man. Good. Excited to be here. I'm excited to talk. First off, give Renee a round of applause. That was inspirational, awesome stuff. Great job, Renee. Anytime you come to an event like this, the goal is you're walking out of here with 2 or 3 things. You gave up your day today. And anyone here busy by chance? Anyone got loans? Okay. So the fact that you're here means you're here to get better. And you got to walk out of here with 2 or 3 things to improve your business. Not just improve your business this month, but improve your business this year, next year, and the year after. And that's what this is all about. So hopefully you're taking note. I picked up a couple things from Renee. Hopefully you did. Hopefully you get one thing from me. The panel earlier was great. Before I get into all that stuff, I don't know where Anthony Casa, Mark Summers, the AIME group. Let's give them a round of applause for putting this thing together. They do a great job. All right, so I'm going to talk about something that I've never done this presentation before. This is all marketing focused. That's what AIME Activate's about today, and I'm proud to be part of it. And this is going to be about building a winning brand, a championship brand we're going to talk about. I'm going to give you 4 different strategies and ideas, and this is not stuff you're going to read in a book, because this is Mat Ishbia's way of thinking of it, which is probably wrong. But it's the way I think about it, and hopefully you'll pick up an idea or 2. But before I go into that, I want to say one thing. Let's see. Is this working yet? No? All right. So what I want to say is this. The fact that you guys are here today, the fact that a lot of people flew in today to support AIME and Brokers Are Better movement, the fact that people left their office when the 10-year, I don't know if it's up 20 or down 20, who knows what the heck's going on, the fact that you left your office today to come here to get better and to support the movement is something special. This was a test for all of us. A test for me to fly 5 hours out here. A test for you guys to leave your offices. Some of you flew in here. This was a test to show, are we all in? Is this a movement or a fad? And you know what this is? This is a special movement, and I'm proud to be part of it. So give yourselves a round of applause for coming out here and doing the right thing. It was easy for everyone to come up with a reason why they couldn't come. Right? Oh, this virus, or this happened, or hey, I'm busy, I got all these loans, and my operations manager's out sick. Like, everyone had a reason to not show, and the fact that you're here makes this special, and I'm proud to be part of it. So I'm going to go through it. This is you can say, let's see. How about now? You guys got me? There we go. All right, even better. And I got both hands, so I can talk like Renee up here. All right, so we're going to go build a winning brand. I'm going to talk about a couple things through here. Once again, your goal is you're not going to pick up 100 things. You're going to pick up 2 from the next 45 to 60 minutes. And I'm excited to be here and go through it. So first thing, as you guys know, I always like to start with this because it's important to me, my background. So Michigan State basketball. The reason I talk about this is not because I was any good. I was at the end of the bench. But I was on a championship team. We won the national championship. We went to 3 Final Fours in a row. I was on a great team with great players. What I learned then is what I apply to business today, which is team is everything. Everything I do at my company, I have 5,500 awesome people there, and we're a team. Everyone plays their role every single day to hopefully deliver greatness, great service, great technology, great everything to you guys. And so team is everything, and that's what I hope you guys feel like this is. This is Team Broker. And we're proud to be part of Team Broker. And hopefully, besides the takeaways you'll get from one of these presentations today, make sure you go out of your way to meet somebody, to make a friend with someone you don't know. Get someone's phone number. It's not uncomfortable unless you make it uncomfortable. Ask them for the number. Stay in touch with them. See how they're doing. Hey, did you try that Brand 360? I tried this. Renee said this, and I did this. It really worked. Why don't you try that? That's how we win, when we all can win together as a team. We're not competing with each other. We compete with Wells and Quicken and Chase. We're all on the same team here trying to win as a team. And so team is everything. The broker movement, I'm proud of it. Now, brokers are better. Okay? I'm going to talk about this for a second because it's not just better for consumers. It's better for consumers to work with you. And hopefully, every day that you work, you feel really great about what you do, because there aren't too many industries in the world. We have a special industry. One thing is, anyone else work in an industry that the product we sell, nobody wants, right? Anybody want a mortgage? No. They want the house. They want the savings. They don't want the mortgage. We have to sell them something that they don't want because we're helping them achieve a goal. And brokers are better. I'm very passionate about the broker channel more than my own business, more than income I can make, because I feel great every day that I'm not only making a great living, I'm making an impact on team members, my clients, and millions of consumers across America. So you guys should feel good that every time a loan goes through a broker, whether it comes to UWM or any of these other great wholesale lenders, we all helped. When a borrower goes through one of you guys in Maine versus one of you in California, it's always better to go to a broker, and we saved them money and we made it a better experience because brokers. And we should feel good about that, and that's the movement. How do we make sure that more and more consumers go through the broker channel? And that's what we try to do. We try to continue to get that out to everybody. Anybody get a chance to see the Super Bowl? You guys see the Super Bowl commercial? All right. So we did that to send a message that I'm going to slowly but surely change the mindset of consumers in America. They're going to start thinking of you, not because I want you to send me the loan, because I know if they think of you, it saved them money, and also you built your business and we got a chance to build ours. And so I'm proud of the Brokers Are Better movement. I love the shirts. I love what Anthony Costa and the team are doing. I love that everyone's here supporting it, and it's better for LOs as well. Best for consumers, best for loan officers. Anyone here been in retail in the last 2 years? Man, so glad to have you guys, right? I mean, what a difference, right? All the fear-mongering that they told you that brokers didn't have, right? It's like everyone I talk to, like, I can't believe it took me that long to come to the broker channel, right? So do yourself a favor. Actually, help Anthony, help all of us, help all these great lenders out here, help us. Call someone you know in retail today. Ask them how they're doing, what their turn times look like next week, right? What their rates are looking like, and bring them over to help more consumers and help continue to grow this channel. All right, quickly, this slide is the passion, and this is the slide that I'm going to be looking at for years to come. Brokers are 56% of the market. You know why? Because brokers are better. It was always back that way. And you know what? It dropped down to 14% in 2014. It's back up to 20. We're going to double this thing again. And this, in 2025, is my goal. Bigger and better than anything UWM does. If UWM's market share goes down, I'm good with it if we hit this goal. Because this goal means we all won. Consumers, brokers, UWM, other lenders, we're all going to win together. This association's going to win if we can get this done together. So realize this is a movement. It's bigger than just your loans. We all have to help the channel grow and channel succeed together. And then UWM, you know, I showed this slide because this was last year, and we had a 32% market share. And when I look at these top 10 lenders, let me tell you something. Those are 9 great lenders, or at least maybe 7 great lenders. You can pick the 2 I don't like. But the point is this. There's great lenders up here. Support the ones that support you. These are great people. And you know what? I'm honored to be at the top of this list. And no one gives me, I don't get the right to be there every year. I have to earn it, and I appreciate the business. But beyond that, you know, I look at that as 68 out of 100 loans don't come to UWM, right? And we're going to figure out how to do more. And the reason UWM is 32% and grown so fast is not because we're 10 times better than the number 2 lender caliber. We're not 10 times better than them. Brokers that have partnered with UWM have grown faster than the market. Brokers that partnered with UWM in 17 and 18 refinanced all those clients in 19 and 20. And they didn't have to worry about some of the guys I don't like taking them and other people taking. And so the opportunity to build your brand and to wow your realtors, that's why UWM is growing. And I'm proud of that. And at the same time, we're going to keep growing. We're not resting there. We're going to keep getting better every single day. And hopefully you guys look at your business in the same way as like, hey, no matter how good you're doing, how can you do better? I got 1,000 things I can get better at UWM, me personally along with my team. And we're going to work on each one of them every single day till we keep getting better. Whether we gain market share or not, that's not the point. The point is getting better every day, and that's what we're proud of. And so now let's get into this. 4 ways. There's 4 ways I got. Like I said, there's no book you're going to see this in because I made it up. No, it's not really made up, but it's kind of made up. But the thing is, this is what we did. I'm going to give you the 4 ways to build a championship brand that UWM did. I'm going to give you I'm going to ask questions, and I want you to think how it affects you and what your business. So now everyone put your business lens on. Think about not just your business, but you as a human being, because everybody's got a brand. Brand is a silly marketing word. I'm not big on it, but brand, like the way you think about brand is you got to think about who you are, not just like the logo. The logo is not the brand. It's part of it, but you have a brand. I tell my team members at our office every day, you have a brand. When someone calls you, do you pick up? That's part of your brand, right? Right? Someone needs something, are you there for them or are you not? That's part of your brand. That's part of who you are. Your brand is who you are. How do you make sure you have a championship brand? First, know who you are. What is your brand? You can't have a championship brand unless you don't know who you are, if you don't know who you are. So I'll say this. If I were to say out loud, what's UWM's brand? You can shout out. Like if you think UWM, what do you think? Someone can just say what you think. Service. Sorry. Fast. Service. That's the same. Tech. Communication. Loyalty, relationship. You guys just hit them. Okay, here's where we go. So the three things I hear almost first three words every time. Service and speed. Great technology. Partners, built relationship with brokers. Right? Is that pretty consistent with who UWM is? Right? And that's our brand. And you know what? I can say that's what I want my brand to be. But if it's not those things, then that's your brand. Your brand is what it is. You can change your brand, but before you can change anything, you got to know what it is. So ask your consumers, ask your realtors. When you think of me at Ishbia Mortgage, what do you think? I just asked you guys. If you would have said slow, right? Retail focused, right? I would have been like, shit, this is not working, right? And the brand that you say you are, so you got to start with yourself, be a thumb pointer, look at yourself. But if you run a company, you got to think about your team. Because Matt can say all this stuff. I can say I'm a partner, I'm loyal, I'm all in with you guys, and I'm really big on service, I'm hiring underwriters and technology, Matt. I can say this stuff to you guys, but guess what? If you call up to my office and no one picks up the phone, the brand is what the brand is, right? If you go on my website and you can't lock a loan, the brand is not great tech, right? If you call up there and your borrower tries to pay off and I have my a loan officer call and say, why don't you work with us at UWM? That's not a partner. Right? So you have to define who you are. First, you got to know who you are. And then you got to make sure it's all the way through the organization or all the way through the people that touch your clients. So if you're a loan officer, your processor represents your brand. So think about what's your brand. Is your brand, I'm always accessible? Like, what is your brand? Who are you? I don't know who you are. Are you the VA guy or gal, right? Like, everyone can be a brand. You figure it out. You don't have to have UWM's brand. You just got to have one. And you have one whether you know it or not. Now, so defining who you are internally and externally. So I just talked about my external brand. Well, how many people in this room, if I gave you 5 more processors today, could do more business? Right? We all could do more business, right? So how do you get more people? I was in some great clients of ours yesterday, and they said, well, I just need more people. I need to hire more people. And, well, I said, well, what kind of people do you want? I don't know, just people that will work hard, okay? Well, define what we're looking for. So you got to think about who do you want on your team, right? I have a story for you on this. So at our company, we have what we call 6 pillars. I'm not going to go through them all. It's not relevant enough for this, but we have 6 pillars, all different things. We are thumb pointers, not finger pointers. It's part of our belief system, continuous improvement. But one of them is service is everyone's responsibility. And so in these busy times, it's probably about 5 months ago, this woman who's a friend of a friend reaches out to me, and she's actually known as a phenomenal underwriter. And she says, Matt, I've worked at Flagstar and Quicken, and all my friends and people I know work at your company. I want to come work for you. I said, great. And she's like, I'm going to be your #1 producing underwriter. I'll underwrite 10, 12 loans a day. I'm a machine, and I won't make an error. Trust me, I'm the best. I said, fantastic. She goes, the only thing, Matt, is like, I'm not really big on talking on the phone. I said, sounds great. You're going to be a fantastic underwriter. You just can't work here, right? Because I know we call brokers back. We pick up every call. If you don't like being on the phone, you can't be an underwriter. I don't care how super you are. Because I've defined what we are and who we are internally, right? And so what is your definition? We act with integrity. You can't hire a loan officer that's doing shady stuff. That's not who you are, right? You got to define who you are to be on your team. It's not just anyone. And once you define it, the people on your team know that this is who we are. They know people that fit that. And the way you're going to grow your business is to ask your team, hey guys, we have this goal. We need 5 more processors to do more business so we can hit our goal. Who here knows someone that fits what we do here? And you know what you'll do? You'll get a couple people's names, and you'll get new people on your team really quickly. Defining who you are. But if you aren't that, if you say you're one thing and you're not, you're going to have a problem. I'll give you another story. Think about this. So years ago, we were small. Smaller than now. 2008, I had a loan officer. We were doing 200 loans a month at UWM. In relative, we're going to do 60,000 loans this month, okay? So a major difference. But when we were doing 200 loans a month, I had 12 AEs, and I just became the sales manager. And I was trying to get the culture aligned at the company. We had like 50 people, whatever, 40 people, the whole company, okay? And I said, I had a top AE. He did 50 of my 200 loans a month. Big-time producer. Well, I'm talking about, hey, we treat with respect, service to everyone's. We were thumb pointers, not finger pointers, all the things that we do now at our company. Well, this guy had a problem. And he's the smartest AE I've ever had, hardest working AE I had. And you know what he did? He had an issue where the underwriter made a mistake on a loan. He took the file, and this is back when we had paper files, that's how old it was, slammed it on his desk. I'm like, hey, Chuck, come here. Come to my office. What are you doing? You can't slam. He's like, well, the underwriter, by the way, he was right. The underwriter did screw it up. His underwriter told the broker the wrong thing. He was 100% right. I go, I don't care. We can deal with that, but you can't make a scene like that on the floor, or you can't be on the team, because that's not how we do it. Fast forward 2 weeks later. Similar type situation. He takes the file and slides it off his desk. Does this. John, come here. You're fired. Fired him on the spot. 25% of my business was fired on that minute. You know what happened that day? The underwriters said, oh, shoot, that's it. Matt's for real about this. He's got our back. The salespeople said, we better respect operations. We're going to make this a team. This isn't about one versus other. We're a winning team. By the way, he was right again. The underwriter was wrong. But that wasn't the point. It was how we treat people. And so we've defined who we are. Now, fun part of the story, back then, my dad owned part of the company, or he still owns part of the company, but it was my dad. And I call him, and he would check in. He's like, hey, Dad. And he's like, Dad, I heard you fired John. I go, yeah, I gotta set the example. That's not how we do things. And my dad's old school. He's like, couldn't you have set the example with a smaller producer? You know. And I said to him, I said, it's even better that I said it with the biggest producer, because now they know I'm serious. Now they know that I put our brand internally above all else. I put the team ahead of any one individual. And that's how you know you got a brand that can last. So internally and externally, define who you are. And I don't care. You don't have to have UWM's brand. You got to have your brand. You got to have a culture and values that you believe in, that your team lives. If they don't believe in it, you can't do it. Because you can say one thing and they do another thing, and it doesn't matter. So to keep moving, go all in. So you know who you are? Lean in on it. Okay? I lean in on the UWM brand. I'm not everything to everybody. I don't do, it's very clear, we don't do non-QM loans. I don't do low credit score loans. I'm all in on, hey, 640 plus, this is UWM. You want to close the loan fast. You want to wow realtor. You want to wow a consumer. You want to make it easy on your process. That's the UWM, and I lean in on that. Go all in. And what does go all in mean? Sometimes it means, what else can you do to share your brand? Social media, at different events. And so it kind of ties to this slide, because I've done this slide before. I'm going to talk about it differently. I've talked about this slide about 24 hours. And I've told you guys, I've spoken at the AIME event in Vegas. I said, hey, listen, my hours, I get in at 4 in the morning. I work till 7 p.m. I outwork everybody. That's my mentality. You got 24 hours. But that's not what I'm talking about this slide this time. Because this slide, I want you to think about this. You got 24 hours in a day. Can you constantly lean in on your brand? Can you constantly, everywhere I go, if I'm one of you guys, everywhere I go, I got a shirt with my company name on it. I got a hat that says mortgage. I got something, so everywhere I go, my social media, my kids' events, I'm leaning in. I'm all in. There's 24 hours a day. Every hour I'm out there, I'm constantly pushing my brand, who I am, because everyone's got a brand. LinkedIn, social media, but also T-shirts. My kid wears a UWM shirt. Right? We're all in. You got to go all in to be great. You got 24 hours. And so think about the 24-hour thing that I talk about is you always have an opportunity. And think about this, to use my other example that I talked about before about how I'm going to outwork everybody. Everybody in this room can find 30 minutes. You don't have to be crazy like me and coming in at 4, right? You don't have to be crazy. You just got to say, hey, at 9 o'clock when I put the kids to sleep, I'm going to find 30 minutes, and I'm going to go post one thing on social media. And I'm going to respond to other people's things on social media about mortgage. I'll go and type in the hashtag different mortgage, and I'll find different posts and just say, great job. Yeah, mortgage rates are really low. Or, hey, opportunities out there. Hey, brokers are better. Like, just take 30 minutes every day. That's leaning in on your brand. That's using all your 24 hours to be successful. And I promise you, you're like Game of Thrones and The Bachelor, like you'll catch up later, right? You can always find that stuff later, but 30 minutes a day, and you'll lean in, and that's who your brand is. All right, next one. Know who's on your team. So, to build a championship team, a championship brand, you got teammates. No one's won anything alone, okay? You can't win alone. You got team. Who's your team? You got to know who they are, and they got to know who you are. So, first thing is this. Business-to-business partners. Anyone got a title company you refer a lot of business to? Anyone got a title company you refer a lot of business to that has never reciprocated a client back to you? Okay. That's called a vendor, not a partner. Right? If I'm at a title company, I'm referring someone to a title company, you know what happens at a title company? When I show up at the closing, that title agent's going to say, Matt, man, great job with these people. These people are excited. The Ishbia family is really excited. Hey, Ishbia family, Matt's one of the best loan officers in the country, not only in this county. You should reach out to. They better be selling me. And by the way, I'm selling them because that's what partners do. Find your partners. Realtors, same thing. You refer realtors. By the way, I bet there's some people in this room that are guilty of this. Realtors refer you a bunch of business. Do you ever help them out? You got to. Even if you can't refer them clients, you refer them clients sometimes, but also you better talk them up. You better make them look like they're the best realtor in town, right? That's what you do as a partner. If not, you're just a vendor, business associates, right? Partnership. Lenders too, okay? You guys know, and Anthony's done a great job in the AIME, and there's a lot of great lenders like ourselves and other ones that are here that are partners. But like, is your AE posting on social media about you? Telling you that, hey, Ishbia Mortgage is killing it. Great job, 9-day clear to close. Or are they just like doing their own thing, asking you to tell them, hey, you got any more loans for me? Where are your loans at? Right? That's not a partner. Same thing with insurance. Homeowners insurance, everyone refers people. Like, think about your partners. And two things. Be a thumb pointer. I talk about being thumb pointers a lot, which means I could do something better instead of blaming others. Have you been a partner to these 4 people, 4 groups? And there's more groups than this, but have you been a partner? Have you helped title? Have you pumped them up? Have you helped realtors? Have you helped your lenders? Have you helped insurance agents? And then if the answer is yes, start being a little bit and saying, but they ain't helping me. I'm going to find someone that's a partner, that's all in with me. Because you know what? You can't win alone. You need a team. These people are part of your team. Find your teammates. Know who's on your team so they can win together. Now, beyond the external partners, there's internal. Team first mentality. You know how you can make someone that's going to be all in on your team for good? Is help them win. Help them succeed. Help people get better. Help them get the promotion at your office. Help them go from a loan officer assistant to a loan officer. Well, I don't want her to be a loan officer, Matt, because she's really helping me out, right? Help them win. It'll pay off 10x. That's what teams do. Whatever's best for them. And you know how you know what's best for people? You ask them, what are your goals? Hey, Jenny, what's success for you? You want to be a loan officer one day? You want to be the processing manager? You want to start your own broker shop? I don't know what your goal is. Help them get there. Ask them and help them win. And you know what happened? It will pay back 10x. That's what teammates are about. It's not about me, 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 me. What is going to help? We, not me, right? Team first mentality. That's how you got to think about it when you're talking about winning, building a championship brand. And the last one is this. Everyone's role is crucial. I don't care what, like I got 5,500 people at our company, okay? Everyone's got a role. Anyone call up there? I heard it last night. Like you call up there, when you talk to them, are they in a positive attitude? positive. They say, hey, what more can I do for you? Thank you for the business. They have the right attitude. They pick up the phone, right? Yes mentality. Everyone matters. From the people that answer the phones, to the people that clean the bathrooms, to the people that serve the food at lunch, to the people that underwrite the loans. And so you can say, oh, Matt, well, you're the CEO. I'm not the most important. My job is this. I got to be the best CEO in America. That's my job. Now, I have salespeople that got to be the best salesperson in America. That's his job. I'm not more important than him, or he's not more important than me. We all got to be great in our role. So Michigan State basketball, my job, Michigan State's national champion team was to do what? Be the best third-string point guard in America, right? My job was to push Mateen Cleaves every day, and during the games, if I see them calling fist down and 24 comes off the backscreen, I'm yelling it out to Mateen. That's my job. And I was the best in the country. And when there was a timeout, I ran out and gave him high fives and told him, great job. And I embraced that was my role. Just like your receptionist embraces her role. Just like the CEO has to embrace their role. Everyone's got to do it. Everyone's role is crucial. If you think someone's less important on your team, you don't have a championship team. You just got people that work at the same place, right? Team is everything. Third one. Oh, sorry. Laser focus. One last thing on this one. Laser focus on being the best. Just one thing. This is where brokers can win. You win here. Because you know what every other lender does? Other people think it's hard to be great. Right? It's hard to be great right now. Ever. It's always hard. It's really hard if you try to be great at like 9 things. Right? At UWM, I have no insurance business. I have no title business. I don't have a retail channel. It's hard enough to be great, it's hard enough just to be great in wholesale. And by the way, I'm not even great at all of wholesale. I say I don't do low credit scores. I don't do non-QM. I don't do manufacturing. There's great lenders for that. I know who I am, and I focus on being the best. Lean into that you're the best originator in the country, or the best originator in this county. I'm going to be all in with that. Not, hey, I'm best guy, but I also make necklaces on the side if you want, right? Right? And by the way, my cousin, you're not going to run out of business. If you're just the best originator, you're going to make plenty of money, have a great life, make a lot of impact. You don't have to do 100 things. Lean into being the best at one. Oh, I got to be diverse. No, you don't have to be diverse if you're the best, right? People that have to be diverse are people that aren't very good at any of it, right? Good at a lot, great at nothing. Be the best at one. Laser focus. And brokers, you can do this where a lot of other people can't. Third one, and this Renee talked a little bit about this, which is great. You want to build a championship brand, focus on the end consumer. That's why brokers are going to win. No matter what happens in this market, brokers are going to double because the best place for a consumer to get a mortgage is you guys. We focus on the end consumer. And as long as we don't screw up the process, as long as we make the technology efficient, as long as we call them back, we're going to win, as in we as Team Broker. So online reputation, show of hands. Who has Googled themselves in the last 3 weeks? Great. Because you know who else has Googled you? Every consumer you talk to. They all look you up right away, right? That's what they're going to do. So if people say great things about you, they're going to see it. And they expect to see great things about you. If they don't see great things about you, or they see negative things about you, they might go quiet on you, right? They might start shopping you, looking around. Check your online reputation. Because like Renee said, and other people say, like, back in 1996, when I screwed over this borrower, and whether I screwed him over or not, his perception that I sucked was important, but like he only knew like 12 people, right? Now, when I mess up with the borrower, he might only know 12 people, but he's got like 1,000 fake friends online, and he posts it, right? And then tags you in it and screws it up. So lean into that. Be great. Be great, and if someone's unhappy, make them happy. Because the end consumer controls it. They are in control. They speak. We listen. We react. That's what it's about. Online reputation matters. Now, be where they are. They're on social media. How many people, I know at the AIME event, Gary Vaynerchuk talked a little bit about it, but a show of hands, how many people are on Facebook and LinkedIn currently? Everybody, mostly. How many people, by a show of hands, have posted on Facebook or LinkedIn more than 5 times in the last 30 days? Good. More than 5 times in the last week? Pretty good. All right. Listen, this is where people are. Like I got a lot of people at my company. Like when they walk And like they go to the bathroom or they're doing anything, they're going to lunch, they're all on their phones, going through their feeds, right? That's what people do these days. That's where they are. That's the best news you've ever heard. Because you know, back in 1996, you know where they were? Watching TV, commercials. And the commercials are expensive. And only a certain amount of people can afford a commercial or radio ads. Everyone can afford free social media. I can post on social media right now, right? And so that's winning for you. This is the tool, but you got to be where they are. You can't post too much. I know Gary Vaynerchuk, he actually threw me off a little bit. He said like 60 times a week or whatever he said. It's crazy. But you can't post too much if you know what valuable content is. And so what's valuable content? What do your customers want? Right? Some people say low rate. Some people say a better mortgage. Some people want an easy process. Some people want to feel comfortable that they're working with someone that can take care of them. Figure out what your customers want and what people want in your market and talk about it. Make it so that they know that you're the guy or girl that can help them with whatever they need. Be where they are. If you're not on social media, I don't care if you're 90 years old or 20 years old, we all got to be there because that's where the customers are. You got to go where the customers are every single time. Couple things. Anyone here who's on Brand 360? So here's a couple. I'm going to talk about these two things on Brand 360. If you're not on Brand 360, I'm going to give you an action item. Take 12 minutes when you leave here and set up Brand 360 the right way for you. Get your disclaimer set. Do your social media thing. Like, set it up simply. I'm going to talk about that one later, but marketing calendar. Social media, you can go there for 15 minutes a month and post it. Boom, post up on your behalf. We post it every single day. It looks like you, but you can't post it every day without responding to it. So if you post something and someone says, oh, I'm interested in a mortgage, but you don't ever check it, you can't win. You got to be where they are. The marketing calendar, we give you different ideas, 3 different options, and it automatically posts for you. You set it and forget it, and you're good to go. The other one is this, brand builder, flyers, videos. Like you can take the Super Bowl commercial we put together and put your logo at the end instead of findamortgagebroker.com, post it on social media. Send it out to consumers. Take other videos we have and use your logo to pump it out there. This is available for you, and the very, very great cost of there is no cost, right? Take advantage of it. Brand matters. Be where they are. They're online. A couple other ones here. You got to differentiate. My job as the CEO is to give you the next slide, which is this. Things that differentiate. Here's an action item for everyone in the room. Don't lock a loan on the 8th again. Okay? I'm going to say it again. So everyone know what I'm talking about? Exact rate? If you're going to win in this market's crazy right now, right? Everyone's shopping. Everyone here is like, I mean, how many people got a call like this? I locked them in at 3 3/8, fantastic, on Monday. Great rate. People are at 4.5, right? They're just saving $212 a month. I feel really good about myself as a loan officer. Then on Tuesday, the Fed cuts rates by 0.5, and they call and say, do I get a 0.5 point lower rate now? Right? No. But that's because they heard it. So you know what you got to do? Give them an ability to not shop you. Because what you want to do is you want to show them you know what you're talking about. You have value. It's beyond just a rate and a fee. Because if you just make yourself a commodity, I'm a loan officer, 3 3/8 on a 45-day lock. Want to work with me? Right? John down the road will say 3 1/4, 45-day rate. Want to work with me? Like, you have to have value. So what's the value? I'm an expert. Association of Independent Mortgage Experts. I'm an expert. I can help the borrower by walking them through this because nobody likes mortgages. Nobody knows anything about mortgage except for all of us. Okay? Instead of 3 3/8, offer them 3.35. Offer them 3.29. Instead of a 45-day lock, offer them 3.29 on a 19-day. Right? They've been paying on their mortgage 2 years. Offer them 3.29 on a 19-day on a 28-year mortgage. And then see if they can shop that. Right? The Wells Fargo guy calls on the Trigger Lead, Quicken guy calls on Trigger Lead. He's like, 3.29, 21-day mortgage, 21-day, 28-year. What are you talking about? I'm just going to stick with the expert that already quoted me. Differentiate yourself. That's our job. Make them feel comfortable because we are better. The other guys will put a bunch of smoke and mirrors up, but it's best to work with you. Exact rate. If I'm a loan officer, I would never, ever, and especially on a refinance, but I would never quote a loan on the 8th again. Just don't do it. There's no reason to. Instead of 3.25, 3.248, okay? And instead of a 30-day, give them a 21-day. And the 9 days difference will actually make the pricing better than what a 3.25 on a 30-day was, right? You win every time. That's how you do it. So differentiate yourself. Our Elite MI, by the way, another way. Talk about MI, you're going to win. Now, this next slide, this is an action item for everyone here. Client Connect, I talked to a loan officer yesterday. Wrote 6 loans last week off of doing nothing. Nothing. Who has the Client Connect set up? Brand 360. Okay. It should be 100% of people. And here's why. You don't have to do anything. We built this better than the retail people give their people and set it up so you don't have to do it. So if you have Brand 360 set up, Client Connect, let me just tell you what this thing does. Rate, if you get a borrower at 4.5, you can set it that, hey, if the rate drops by a half point and it's paying back more than 2, let me know, or email the consumer, and you can pick exactly what it looks like. It looks like it came from you, and when they respond, it comes back to you. Credit score is 694. It updates whenever their score hits 720. It notifies them. Whenever their credit gets pulled, it notifies them that you saw their credit got pulled and you're here for them. You don't have their birthday, their anniversary of their loan. You don't have to do anything. Too many people in this room set up Brand 360 and said, email me when that happens. And you got 91 rate drop emails on Monday. And you know what you did? You're like, oh, the Ishbias, they were pissed. Never mind them. Like, you didn't do it. Instead, the best ones in this room just had it automatically go to the borrower. 91 emails went out and got 9 responses and wrote 5 loans. And of the 5 loans, got 3 more referrals from those 5 people. That's the game. Minimum client effort. We want to make you invincible. We want to make it so this just goes and you win. So take the 12 minutes, talk to your AE, do this. Every loan officer does this, and the broker channel will grow. Last one. Your reputation is everything. You can't change your reputation. It's earned. Okay? It's going to be interesting times here soon. Already are interesting times. Renee hit this. He took my slide. Focus on client experience. That's the game. Simple. What do they think of you at the end of the day? If you're sent loans to UWM today, and you didn't when the loan closes, you don't say, wow, I love UWM. Can't wait to send my next deal there. I'd rather you not sent me the loan. I don't make enough money on a loan, and neither do you. I know $1,000. You don't make enough money on a loan. You make money on the relationship. You make money on the referrals. I make money on the fact that we do 60,000 loans, or you give me 5, and you give me 7, and then you give me 7 again next month. If I just get 2 from you this month and none next month, who cares? Right? It's just dollars. It's not long-term winning. Client experience is everything. It's everything. And right now, get ready, okay? Anyone seen turn times lately? They look good. Wait till next week. Not at UWM. But I'm just telling you really, it's crazy right now. It's going to be nuts. Retail, wholesale, everyone's getting blitzed. And UWM too. We're all getting blitzed. And the client experience. Set the right expectations. Set the right expectations for your consumers, for your processors. Everyone has to know, because the client experience is everything. And if you mess up on the client experience, you don't get the referrals, you don't grow your business, and your reputation takes a hit. This happened last year. People got burned last year. Be aware. The market's going to get wild. It's already wild. Lenders are flooded. What I saw, what is the guy that runs Loan Depot said, oh, we're going to start, you guys see this craziness? We're going to start doing a reservation system for our closings because we have so much business and then we can't do this many loans. I want to tell all those loan officers, you can become a broker, send them to us, we'll do it, right? But that's what other people are dealing with. 90 days at B of A, 75 days at Loan Depot. That's what it is. 120 at Wells. We can beat these guys, can't we? We can beat them all. Client experience. If you burn the client, they'll never come back. If you wow the client, they come back with friends. And that's the game. Your reputation is everything. Partner points. So here's an example. Everyone like partner points? That was one of your guys' idea, broker brilliant idea. So thank you for that. You can use your partner points to get a little better pricing. Great. A little longer extension. Great. I use my partner points like this. My brand. And I give credit to people that one of the biggest, you know what one of the biggest selling partner points things is? What do you guys think? The charity. 1,500 points for $150 to charity. And I'm proud of that. And we should all be proud of that. For anyone that used that, give yourselves a round of applause for using that. The charity. Because you know what? Give 3,000 of your points, $300 to a homeless shelter with your brand, your name. They know that Mat Ishbia at Ishbia Mortgage donated this money to make a difference, right? Also, you can create custom stuff with your stuff on there, like an Ishbia Mortgage, whatever your company is, Ishbia Mortgage hat, right? And wear that around town, right? Of course, you can use it for fast passes and rate extensions and all that, and that's what it's for. Lunches for underwriters, gifts for your borrowers. Realize that these are tools. You earn partner points by using tools, and the trick is, and you use those tools, you're going to grow your business. And then when you grow your business, you get more points, and they can use these points to grow your business more, and it's a cycle. And so partner points is great, but use it for things for your brand. Part of it is consumers. Part of it is realtors. All the things that tie to your brand. Speed and service. I talked about turn times. Speed and service matters. The most important thing for you guys to take away for a consumer in this crazy market is pick up the phone every time. We call it no call left behind at UWM because turn times are going to get behind everywhere. Okay? That's what's going to happen. UWM, we're on 2 days. And if we go to 3 days, okay, we're going to be pretty good. We've got it set where we can handle this volume. And we're going to continue to handle it because it matters. But what I would tell you is this. Most brokers, most originators can't handle the volume. Right? It's hard. Right? Doubling your business in a month is hard. Doubling your calls is hard. So what are you going to do? Not pick up the phone, give bad service, you burn your reputation. Right? Pick up the phone and say, no, sorry, I'm unable to help you right now because of this, this, and this. But don't burn the reputation. You don't call them back, you don't respond, you burn reputation, and that spreads like wildfire. Your reputation is everything. Decide fast, change often. So last slide before I finish up is this. A lot of things are out there right now. When we talk about your reputation, you got to make quick decisions. A consumer calls and says, hey, I'm upset because of X, Y, and Z. You can either decide to solve it or decide to blow them off. And that has implications. What I believe is always do the right thing. It's not about money. If I have to give up, there's loans that we have to give away the underwriting fee or do something that we lose money on the loan at UWM. But I keep the customer happy. Reputation is everything. If you burn the reputation of your company, you can't get it back. Okay? Things are happening right now. Here's another example, and this is one of the questions I'm getting from people, and I'm going to say this, and this might not be what people want to hear. I'm just telling you what the market is. Right? The biggest thing that I'm going to get questions on, and everyone's going to get questions on, everyone's going to deal with right now is early payoffs, right? Right? I hate early payoffs 10 times more than you guys do. And they're 10 times more expensive for me than they are for you, I promise you. Okay? But what do? I mean, a client closed on January 27th at 3.875, and he calls you and says, I haven't made a payment, but I heard rates drop. Hook me up. You have options, right? So here's how I think about it. The biggest risk to the broker channel, I'm going to give you it. Biggest risk to the broker channel is first, those 3 lenders that we don't like, right? Starting with one who starts with a Q. You can figure out the other ones too, right? That's the biggest risk because they want you gone. They want me gone just as much, if not more. Trust me, okay? We ain't going anywhere. The other biggest risk to brokers is the perception that brokers refinance their clients so much faster than the rest of the market. So here's the example. Back in 2008, brokers got a bad brush to the media, right? Brokers are bad because they caused all the media issues, right? All the 2008 was blamed on the brokers. And we had no voice, so we just kind of dealt with it. And now it's changed. People don't think like brokers like that anymore. Well, the next one is prepayment speeds, because not consumers, but the investors on the back end. So here's what I'll tell you on EPOs. And it's a big thing. I know the people from AIME, and I know a lot of lenders are talking about it. I'm just going to tell you my perspective on this. And I don't think this is the wrong perspective, but we'll talk it through. Is when that borrower calls you, obviously we want them to get to 6 months or longer, okay? But realize this. Someone said, Matt, I had a loan. I'm going to get an $8,000 EPO on this loan. I said, you made $8,000 on them 48 days ago. You don't get to make $8,000 on them 48 days later. Do the loan again and give the $8,000 back. You can only make commission on a borrower once in 6 months. And that's how you think about it, because someone says, oh, I don't want to lose. If I don't do it, he's going to go someplace else. Well, then take care of the client. But realize that it costs us, it costs you, and it creates a negative perception. And so my perspective is this. Obviously, you don't want those early payoffs. You don't want even loans at 6 months and 1 day, because that hurts your lending partners and it hurts the whole industry. Trust me. Trust me on this, okay? Because I don't care about this year. We all won. We all won this year. It's done. I worry about 2021, and if 2021, 2022, the bond holders that buy the loans from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac say, I don't like brokers' business because they pay off too fast and we don't get our return. So we're going to make pricing worse for wholesale. Who wins then? Those 3 companies I talked about, right? We lose. So understand your role. Doesn't mean you can't refinance clients. Refinance clients, take great care of them, especially when rates drop. The big problem is this, and most people, 95% of brokers don't fit this bucket, is right now, like I saw a broker the other day lock an FHA loan with UWM, 692 FHA loan, elite, 3.75. 2.75 paid 3 points that day. Like, what are you doing at 3.75 with this borrower? It only paid like 4.5, and you can only get 4. That's putting yourself in a position to get that loan picked off right away. Just like the retail lenders, they charge too high of rates right now. What do you think? I'm calling all of them, right? Give your borrowers the lowest rate. So when you see the market, the 10-year treasury, make sure you're looking at the lower rates. You start trying to do a no-cost loan with a 2.75 comp plan and on a 3.75 FHA in 210 days, or a conventional loan, it's going to go right away. And you're going to get stuck with an EPO. And that's not how we are as brokers. We got to give the borrowers the best deal we possibly can. And if the rates drop like they just did, there's going to be a lot of refinances, and we're going to do a great job together. So realize you're going to have to make decisions on how to handle these. We all have to. I've got to do it. I know everybody in the industry, it's the number one topic. So be prepared for this as a conversation on how do you handle this? How do you go forward? By taking great care of consumers, but also understanding the industry, because we're trying to win in 2022 and 2023 and beyond. Okay? Last 2 things. I talk about this a lot. I'm very passionate about, this is from our 2000 national championship. We said never relax. It was on our national championship rings. I see a couple people have some t-shirts out here that have them on there, and we're really big on the never relax mentality. Never relax means you're not entitled to anything. You don't just get to work with that borrower again. You don't just get loans from the realtor. I tell my A's, oh, Ted gives me 12 loans a month. Every month he's my guy. Well, if you don't treat Ted great, you don't send him thank you emails, you don't follow up with him the right way, someone else will come take him. Never relax mentality is, let's keep going. Let's keep getting better. Let's keep improving. Let's never relax. Let's not be satisfied on where we're at. We're going to keep getting better every day. And that's why brokers have grown, because we're getting better every single day. And then the last thing is this. I talked about this before. I want you guys to know something. I don't know where Anthony Casa is. Mark Summers is over here. I want you guys to know something. People are all in for you. Those guys at AIME, the brokers are better. You guys have there's a Facebook or a LinkedIn page that you guys talk on. Like, we're all a team. You guys are all a team. And people have changed their careers to help grow this movement and to be part of this and to honor this team, because it's great for consumers and it's great for everyone in this room. I want you guys to know something, though. Nobody's just letting us have it. I say game on, because my competitors want me out. And I say, let's go, right? I want you to have this mentality that there's abundance of business right now. But guess what? That's going to go away at some point. And when it gets tight, it's a competition. And we're competing like heck. every single day. And so the mentality has to be here is this. We're competing. You want to compete with us? We got a group of 40,000 loan officers in the Brokers Are Better movement that are going to go against any lender in America. The 40,000 loan officers in this group are bigger than Wells, Quicken, Chase, Bank of America combined. But if we act as individuals, we're just one-person shop going against these big guys. And I want you to realize that we're a team. And so if you can take anything from this message is that I'm ultra-competitive. I'm all in with you. Anthony Casa, he's all in with you. Some great lenders that are here, great technology partners here are all in with you. Be part of the movement. Get ready to compete because your brand matters. I talked about 4 ways to build a championship brand. I'm telling you right now, that doesn't seem like it matters today. It does, because what you do today will help you win in 2021 and beyond. If you just say, I'm too busy to do that social media stuff, I'm too busy to follow up with my past clients, I'm too busy to treat people the right way, you're going to lose in the future. And we have to win. And it can't just be that you win, you have to help her win. And you have to help him win, because we're all on the same team together. And so, guys, I'm excited. The market's hot. It's going to keep growing. Purchase season's coming. Get ready. Because the market, how you act the next 6 months is going to change your direction for 5 to 10 years to come. And we're going to do it by winning together as a team. I'm proud to be part of Team Broker, and we're going to kick butt together as a team, not only this year, but in the future. Thanks for having me, guys. Have a great day.